What is up, guys? Welcome back to Horsepower Speedway. I cannot wait to get these races going, guys, but we're gonna go ahead and make sure the weather is good, and we're going to pass it over to Chopper Bob.
Hey guys, Chopper Bob here. We're about to go up in the air. We're gonna get a good aerial shot of the track. There we go. Start gate is nice and clear. Beautiful day out, guys. Here we go, and look at this. Looks like he threw in some new additions to the track, as if we need more obstacles. Because yeah, you can see he added 2 barricades, as if that's gonna actually stop vehicles from hitting that nice rig over there. But who knows, you know, I'm just a pilot and doing my job. Let's go ahead and see how the jump looks. There she is, wide open jump onto the fat track. Looks like we got state troopers over there, so I gotta slow my roll just a little bit. Act like I know what I'm doing here. Check it out, looking super fresh. But yeah, let's go ahead and see what else MHD has done to the track. If I can just maneuver my way over this way. There we go. In view, we have the new sand trap. That's going to eliminate a lot of damaged vehicles and contain a lot of things. And check it out, he threw some little bushes, little Bob Ross trees, happy trees. But yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoy the races. It's a very beautiful day. Track is clear, and I'm going to try to land this as safely as I can so we can get into the racing. So thanks for joining Chopper Bob.
Alright guys, here we go. This is the lineup for today, the original 6 from the last King of the Tower challenge. We have in first position in the number 32 tied car, Brandon from Live or DIECAST. Now he hasn't been able to be defeated or moved off the podium. Kingna is still in a tight second position in the white Ford GT90. In third, we have Ty driving the silver Aston Martin Valhalla, really trying to move his way up onto the tower. In fourth position, we have Kevin Moss in the Shadow Jet. In fifth position, we have JDC driving the red Circle Tracker. And as gatekeeper, we have Kade driving the black Audi Avis. Now the challengers, we have Earl in the Mach-It Go, which is a transparent blue car which is designed for the track with those bright orange wheels. So we're gonna see how well he does on the tower as well as the track. And we have a new driver, Big Daddy DIECAST, of course, driving the big rig, and he wanted to save some weight, so he removed the vehicle ramp that's on there. But he wants to see how well this big rig can do the jumps as well as the straights. So we're going to see if this big boy can go down the track and cross out some drivers. So let's go ahead and get the track set. We'll get the safety car out there, do some passes, make sure the track is clear, and let's get these races going. Alright guys, the rules are simple. The first 4 lanes is a quarter-mile drag strip, and it is to scale from the drop gate all the way to the finishing gate. It is exactly quarter-mile scale. Now if the driver loses 2 out of the 3 races, he can challenge that driver he just lost to the jump track. And if he wins, then he automatically takes that spot of the other driver. Now if he loses, he cannot advance. He stays in the exact same position. Now the only obstacle besides the jump is also we have a brand new Corvette State Trooper sitting on the side with the spike strip, and that is the make it or break it in this head-to-head jump track. You catch the spike strip, you could potentially go off-road into the barrels, or it'll slow your car down and prevent you from crossing the finish line. Now just make sure the cars don't go all the way to the end. We put some barricades to help eliminate cars going past the big rig at the unfinished intersection. So let's go ahead and get the safety car down the track, do some passes, make sure the tracks are all clear. Mustang is in position to do a safety run. Let's make sure the track is clear. The new construction is finally finished on the sand trap. This is going to be able to contain the vehicles as well as protecting them with that really soft bumper pad right there in the back. So the sand trap is a good way to keep all the cars contained. once they reach the finish line. But the safety car says everything is good to go, so we're gonna go ahead and get the races going. Here we go, we have Kade driving the black Audi Avis and Earl as the new challenger for the tower driving the Mach It Go. So the track is clear, everything is set. Let's get this going in race one. Drop. Oh man, here we go. Earl is putting the pressure on Kade. That Mach It Go really pulled ahead. So let's see how race number 2 goes in drop. Talk about head-to-head battle, guys. First race of the night, and it is going very good for Kade. He kept his spot. Now let's see if he can do it for a third time. If not, Earl advances. Let's get this going in. Alright guys, Chopper Bob here, and it looks like paramedics are on scene. Kade looks like he's A-okay. His car's just a little upside down, so as long as everyone is good, we are going to keep pressing. But it looks like Earl eliminated Kade from the tower, so he goes up against JDC in the red circle tracker. So let's get back to it. Here we go, guys. The next race, we have JDC in the red circle tracker and Earl in the Mach It Go. Now, can he defeat the circle tracker? Because that bad boy is fast, and JDC does not play any games. So let's get this going in. JDC took the first race. Earl is really trying to get his car tuned up to make sure he can defeat JDC and keep going up onto the tower. So let's get this going in. Drop. All right, guys, JDC held his position, but Earl is challenging him to the jump track. Now, this is a win or nothing race. If Earl can win this, he advances and takes JDC's spot. If not, he stays where he's at, and we continue on racing. So we're actually gonna pass it over to Chopper Bob. All right, guys, we are actually in position. It looks good from up here, and I cannot wait to see how this looks. So let's get this going, guys, in 3, 2, 1. Oh, and it looks like he spun out because he actually caught the spike strip. You can see it right there in the center of the track. So it doesn't look like he is advancing. JDC held his own. He made it all the way down to the track, but it looks so good from up here, guys. You let me know down below what you thought of the aerial view from Chopper Bob. So now JDC thinks his car is good enough to continue. He's actually going to go back up and challenge Kevin Moss in the Shadow Jet. All right, guys, here we go. JDC is in lane 2. We have Kevin Moss in the Shadow Jet in lane 3. It has been a while since they've seen each other head to head on the track. Now let's see how this goes in. Drop. All right, so Kevin's car is still fast. JDC is really trying here, guys. Let's get this next race going in 3. Drop. Head-to-head battle. I like it. JDC is not holding back, and neither is Kevin. So let's get this race going in. Drop. Oh, there we go. JDC advanced, but Kevin is now challenging him to the jump track. And just like before, guys, if he wins this one, he automatically bumps JDC back down in his position. If not, JDC takes over and he moves his way up. So let's get this going and drop. Nice! JDC is good. His car suspension was just shot from those first few jumps he did in the previous race. His car is going to be a-okay. We just got to take it into the shop. But it looks like he did not take Kevin's spot, so he stays right where he's at. And we're going to see if the Shadow Jet can advance. Here we go, guys. We have Ty in the Valhalla going up against Kevin Moss in the Shadow Jet. Now, last time Ty was flying through with eliminating people from the jump track. Now, let's see where he can go on this latest tune that he's running in the Valhalla. So let's get this race going in. Drop. All right, so I think Ty knows he's not going to win against the Shadow Jet on the straight, but he's hoping for this jump track again. So let's get this going and drop. Right, here we go. Last time Ty was perfecting the jump in the Valhalla. Now let's see if he can do the same thing against Kevin in the Shadow Jet. Let's get this going in 3. Drop. Oh, and it looks like the spike strip got both. And it looks like Ty's car stalled. But we're going to go ahead and call this and see what the judges think. The judges are actually going to let them race one more time. But it's going to be switching lanes this time. So now Kevin Moss is going to be on the inside lane. And Ty's going to be on the outside. So let's get the track clear, get these cars out of the way, and back up on top. All right, guys, they are back on top. Now Ty is on lane 5. And Kevin is now on the outside lanes. The judges had that messed up. So we are set. Everything is good. Let's get this going. Drop. Oh man, Ty just did not have it on this jump. But Kevin surely pulled the lead after the jump. That is just an aerodynamic vehicle. Now I can see why they call it the Shadow Jet. All right, guys, so Kevin Moss is now in 3rd position. He's going to be going up against Kingnut to see if he can pass him up to go towards the King of the Tower. All right, guys, here we go. We have the Ford GT90 driven by Kingnut DIECAST, which is an insanely fast vehicle. But Kevin Moss is now going up against him to see if he can take over and push Kingnut further down the tower. So let's get this going and drop. Kingnut says, no sir, buddy, I am still out there and I am fast. So Kevin Moss is retuning his car to see if he can knock him out. But it looks like Kingnut is pulling still pretty good in that Ford GT90. But let's get this going and drop. Hey guys, Chopper Bob. I'm not an expert by any means, but from up here it looked like the Shadow Jet actually had a hiccup on the drop gate. So I think you should probably call your guys and see if they want to race again. Because yeah, from up here that was a no-go. Alright guys, so the judges said to go ahead and race again. The Shadow Jet did get caught up on the drop gate. So let's get this going. Drop. Alright, Kingnut still holding his title as a really fast 2nd place contender. But now Kevin Moss is challenging him to the jump track. This could make or break Kingnut. So let's get this going and drop. Oh! Oh, with the pass! Oh, and it looks like somebody caught the spike strip. Hopefully it wasn't King Nut's car, because that really took him out of second. Now Kevin Moss has the chance to go up against Brandon from Live or Diecast. Oh, here we go, guys. Kevin Moss is going up against the King, which is the number 32 Tide car driven by Brandon from Live or Diecast. Now that vehicle is very fast. And when I mean fast, I mean he eliminated King Nut and has been holding this spot. So let's get this going in. Drop. Is still very fast, but like we said, guys, if Kevin loses, you can challenge him to the jump track and potentially be the new king. But that is all in the outcome of this race. Let's get this going. Drop. Talk about a last minute pull, guys. I definitely thought Kevin was going to take that one, but Brandon still took his spot. Now, of course, his car is upside down, but we're going to see if he is okay, and he should be. And if he is, we'll get it right back up to the track because he wants to challenge him to the jump. All right, Kevin said his car is good. The suspension sounds okay. So now he is challenging him to the jump track. And if he wins this, he can be the new king of the tower. So let's get this going. Rock. Hey guys, I don't know how he did it, but he managed to land back into the sand trap. Now that is some skills from Brandon, but it looks like Kevin took first position and is now king of the tower. Oh my god, that looked good from up here, but sketchy at the same time. So back to you guys. Here we go. This is the new lineup. We have Kevin Moss is now king of the tower in the Shadow Jet. He eliminated Brandon into second position based off the jump track, guys. Talk about an awesome move up into the tower. So now Brandon is in second position in the number 32 Tide car. King Nut has moved down into third position in the Ford GT90. Ty is still up top, but in fourth position in the Silver Valhalla. JDC is still up there in the red circle tracker, and you have Earl as the gatekeeper in the blue Mock It Go. Now we still have one more driver going up against the tower, and it's going to be Big Daddy Diecast in that big rig. Here we go, guys. Big Daddy Diecast is in the big rig, and he is hungry. Now that is one heavy vehicle to try to do a quarter-mile race. So let's see if he's got what it takes to take Earl out. Let's get this going. Drop. So it looks like Big Daddy Diecast wasn't able to get through all his low and high gears. But let's see how he does in the second race. Let's get this going. Drop. Oh, now this is going to be interesting, guys. We are going to have a big rig do its first jump on the jump track against Earl. So let's get this going and drop. All right, guys, Bob here. That was insane that a big rig was able to make that jump. He just could not make the turn. But man, talk about crazy. That is one crazy driver, Big Daddy Diecast over there. Man, you are nuts, but hats off to you. So it looks like from up here that Earl was able to surpass him. There is the final lineup. Hats off to Big Daddy Diecast for taking that big rig on a jump. Completely crazy. Definitely did not expect it to make the full jump, but man, he definitely proved us wrong. But awesome races today, guys, and check it out. Give it up to the new king of the tower, Kevin Moss, in the Shadow Jet. Talk about an awesome and successful race day today. beautiful weather out, and of course the new lineup is just crazy. Now we're gonna see who else wants to go up against King of the Tower and go up against the vehicles that are on here. They are all fast and unique in their own ways. So until next time, guys, this is the Mustang Hunter. Peace.